Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this one. This is my Formula 1 Bahrain Formula 3 review. Obviously, the first race of the season is now top 8, and obviously no service resumed. In terms of last season, as Max Verstappen dominates the first race of the season. And obviously, but we will go first at the qualifying classification on what happened in qualifying. Max Verstappen did qualify on pole. Charles Leclerc qualified second, shot over, but he doesn't do anything in the race. Shot over then. George Russell in third, Carlos Sainz in fourth, Perez fifth, Alonso sixth, Norris seventh, Piastri eighth, Hamilton ninth, Hulkenberg 10th. A surprise qualifying for Nico Hulkenberg. I think that is a shock, but in a good way. So good qualifying for him, but a complete contrast in terms of the weights. And Lewis Hamilton, real struggles for Lewis Hamilton in qualifying. And you have to say real struggles overall in terms of the weekend for Lewis Hamilton. Sergio Perez qualifies in fifth. People feel like he should be doing better, but Perez is more of a race driver, so he does get away with it. Sergio Perez. A great qualifying for George Russell as well, which was probably not expected, because we probably expected a Ferrari to be above George Russell and Perez to be above George Russell as well. So, but in terms of the other shots in qualifying, a decent qualifying, you have to say, for RB. You have to say, everything else is pretty much expected in qualifying, but a real shock to see Alpine. A real shock to see Alpine in qualifying, 19th and 20th. But they did say, didn't they? They did say after testing the tyre is horrendous. The tyre is horrendous. So, but I expected Alpine to. But I did expect Alpine to still finish mid-table, despite. I still expect Alpine to finish mid-table. In terms of being the sixth best team on the grid, I still think they will be there, in my opinion, come the end of the season. Because we've seen it with McLaren the last 2 seasons, where they've started off when they were being outside the top 10 as well, but they turned it around. But yes, go on to the race then. The race classification, Max Verstappen straight away. Obviously, DRS was activated after 1 lap. That's a huge change for this season, and that, for me, that's probably suited Max Verstappen, if anything. But it didn't matter, because Max Verstappen didn't need a DRS, because he was already over 1 second ahead after the first lap, which is scary for the rest of the season, in my opinion. If anything, it probably suited Sergio Perez, in my opinion. As expected, I expected Perez to definitely make his way up the grid from 5th position. It's so powerful, that straight line speed for Red Bull as well. And a very good race for Sergio Perez, because that's his aim, is to finish second behind his teammate. Charles Leclerc, both the Ferraris then 3rd and 4th. Shocking again for me. Shocking again from Ferrari. They are really a shocking team. They do have a shocking team members, in my opinion, Ferrari. Competing one again. Charles Leclerc had problems with a brake pedal with one side of his brake of the car, which is why he struggled. So we can't really blame on Charles Leclerc, really, but it is shocking. It's just Ferrari once again. They did that diffs on Divin. He get clowns like Matt Dyer over on his goody channel, saying Charles Leclerc, he's a huge talent, and Ferrari, they don't be up there then. They don't be up there and win the title. Maybe he's just being biased because he's a Ferrari fan, but not being funny. He just talk the other crap that Matt Dyer did. Seriously. And yeah, for me, it ain't good enough from Ferrari. I'm not being funny. It ain't good enough. Ferrari, I will keep on saying it. They were the best prepared team of these regulations. They've not won. They've not got anywhere near a title challenge for the whole season. They've not won a title. They've not won titles either. and certainly haven't won enough races, in my opinion, for being the best prepared team for these 2022 radiations that we're currently under. And Ferrari, everything about them is atrocious. A complete contrast to Red Bull. Red Bull, everything's perfect at Red Bull. Simple as that. Everything is spot on. Everything is perfect. Ferrari, absolutely useless. Absolutely useless. Is it that bad that McDonald's have better strategies than Prix Ferrari? I'll keep on saying it. I will keep on saying it. I feel sorry for Carlos Sainz, in my opinion. I do feel sorry for Carlos Sainz. I think he's by far the better driver than Charles Leclerc. People be like, but Charles Leclerc's won more races and got more pole positions. Oh, well done. Well done. Well done. Charles Leclerc, as far as I'm concerned, he's a bridesmaid in F1. Yeah, he's good in qualifying. Of course he is. He's quick in qualifying, but he's absolutely abysmal in the race. And Carlos Sainz, who's going to be leaving at the end of the season, and Charles Leclerc's going to be staying, all my days, it's going to be peak. It is going to be peak with Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. Because Lewis Hamilton, he won't like it. He will not like it at all. Because Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton is complete heartthrobbers, in my opinion. It's going to be a complete heartthrob. Both drivers have egos. Charles Leclerc has an ego of doing nothing in F1, of winning nothing. Lewis Hamilton has an ego of obviously being a 7-time world champion. And Lewis Hamilton be thinking to himself, Hamilton be thinking to himself, I'm sorry, but I'm having fucking priority. There's no way Charles Leclerc's having any priority. Hamilton be saying, are you having a laugh? Are you disrespecting me like that to Charles Leclerc? But we all know why Lewis Hamilton's done to Ferrari. It's a money move, let's be real. All these people saying, but it's not a money move. It's not a money move. He's done being in the Twitter car. It's Mercedes' fault. It's not Mercedes' fault on why they haven't got the car in these regulations. It's actually Mercedes are stupid enough to pay Lewis Hamilton stupid wages, which means they're wasting their budget. This means they're wasting the budget. All this assignment before the race, I told you so. Just don't get overhyped. Don't get overhyped. Red Bull was sandbagging. We're sandbagging in practice. They were sandbagging in testing. Because that's what it needs to do. They only need to sandbag, don't they, Red Bull? And they were using different engine modes in practice as well. So, but yeah, Ferrari is Ferrari for me. I don't know when they will ever next win a title. Honestly, they need to change a lot at Ferrari. Honestly, they need to change a lot. They need to change the team members. They need to change their strategies. They need to have a number 2 driver who's have to be number 2. Because Charles Leclerc, he will have an ego and a stinting attitude of wanting to be number 1. And Lewis Hamilton, that's going to retire Lewis Hamilton, in my opinion, on a bad ending for me. And we saw Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes. He doesn't like being all being if, but, and maybes with George Russell. George Russell, Lewis Hamilton, both want to be number 1 at Mercedes. What do people not get? What do people not get with these stupid fancy lineups? Saying, oh, Alonso, I think Alonso wants to go to Mercedes. Again, that'll be a car crash, in my opinion. Russell and Alonso both have egos. They both have egos as well. The only perfect team is Red Bull. Perez is happy to be number 2 to Max Verstappen, and that's why the champions. That's why Hamilton and Bottas were champions with Mercedes as well. And people will say, well, Hamilton and Rosberg both have egos and they were champions. Yeah, but no one was fucking chancing them, would they? Other teams had egos as well. Other teams had egos as number 1. But obviously it was different back then with Hamilton and Rosberg as well. Let's be real. It was different back then. Mercedes had everything. Let's be real. So, but yeah, perfect for Red Bull. Perfect race for Red Bull. Perfect start to season for Red Bull. Again, Ferrari. The best description for Ferrari is Ferrari. Let's be real. Nothing shocking there. Mercedes struggled this weekend, but Mercedes were always on start sure this season. They weren't going to be up there start the season for me. You see Mercedes have more joy once the season goes on and the season progresses. McLaren, again, same as Mercedes. All this hype on McLaren being close chances. I did tell you so. But yeah, I think McLaren, a bit like Mercedes, slow start to the season, but they'll have more joy. Yeah, to win the season. I think Aston Martin will be happy with the race, in my opinion. With the race weekend, 9th and 10th is where you expect Aston Martin to be, but for probably the whole season, the 5th best team on the grid, both of them store points, and I think that's a good weekend for Aston Martin, good solid weekend for them. Zhou Guan Yu just missing out on the top 10. A great race for him, for Zhou Guan Yu. Great race for Magnussen as well. I think he moved up. Yeah, moved up 3 places. Zhou Guan Yu moving up 6 places as well. Ricardo and Tsunoda, it's a meh race, isn't it, for them two, as far as I'm concerned. But it's probably where you expect them to be, probably like in that mid area for both drivers. But both drivers will definitely be in the points at some point. So it's probably more wait for the season to go on in terms of these attacks at RB for Ricardo and Tsunoda. Ice Albon, I expected better from Ice Albon, I can't lie. I did expect better from both Williams drivers, I must say. At the start of the season, Jordan Sargent starting 18th, but finishing 20th. Ice Albon starting 13th, and ended up finishing 15th. So I think Williams are probably waiting for more upgrades to the car, to be honest with you. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's where you expect Williams to be fair. I will accept that. But I expected better for Ice Albon. I did expect better from Ice Albon. Not much on Sargent, as much I think Jordan Sargent can surprise through this season. But I think Ice Albon, I did expect him to be chancing for the top 10. Chancing for the points, in my opinion. So yeah, 15th and 20th for Williams. Nico Hulkenberg, after a surprise qualifying, after a very good qualifying, a complete contrast in the race, had front wing damage straight away. Hulkenberg from Matthias and Lance Stroll, I think it was. And Nico Hulkenberg, if anything, the damage to his car probably cost him this race, in my opinion, as he dropped down to 16th. Nico Hulkenberg. The Alpine, we all know the struggles with Alpine, 17th and 18th, really is surprising, especially with their line up the dot as well, with Ocon and Dacier. But is it old enough all apart all of a sudden at Alpine? Because I don't think them two will be happy at the moment with the car struggling near the bottom of the grid. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens for the rest of the season with Alpine. Could it be a complete car crash for the remainder of the season for Alpine and a complete crisis? Because at the moment, you have to say it is currently a crisis at Alpine, even though it's only start of the season. Valtteri Bottas obviously started 16th, but finished 19th. Valtteri Bottas. I mean, complete contrast from when he was at Mercedes, isn't it? And I do feel sorry for Bottas at Sauber. I do feel sorry for him. But I reckon it could be his seat. It could be under pressure after a good start from Zhou Guan Yu as well, when he must needed it, when his seat's going to be under pressure. So perfect start for Zhou Guan Yu, just missing out on the top 10. And Bottas, not really a good start for him to the season, and obviously Jordan Sargent, as I said, rock bottom. So that is basically that's basically it in terms of my race review for the first race of the season. And it's going to be interesting to see what the situation is with Christian Horner. Obviously, I'll still do another video on the situation with Christian Horner. We now go to Saudi Arabia next weekend. We do go to Saudi Arabia, which is a bit of a street-like circuit, but a very powerful, fast-speed street circuit in Saudi Arabia. Also a way you can overtake on like other certain street circuits. So I'll see you all for that Saudi Arabia Grand Prix preview. Feel free to see your thoughts down below. I'll obviously keep you up to date into the situation with Christian Horner. He was not on the pit wall, Christian Horner at Red Bull. Adrian Newey was taking over pit wall duties. And but I think Adrian Newey, even Christian Horner does get removed, as I keep saying. I do think Adrian Newey is the key part. He's the most important person at Red Bull. He's the one that designs these cards as well. That's not me disrespecting Christian Horner's role as team principal. I think he's done an amazing job as team principal. But with the headstone on to Christian Horner, I mean, apparently his Maris is still on. I mean, which is quite surprising. So, especially when you see them leak messages, I'm surprised that the Maris is still on. So, but yeah, nothing much update on that. And but basically, we'll see you all in Saudi Arabia for the Saudi Arabia preview. The F1 season starts. F1 season started. Feel free to see your thoughts down below. And already it's feeling like Max Verstappen is going to be another dominant season for Red Bull and Max Verstappen. And the RB20 looks very scary for the Reds. Take care. Feel free to see your thoughts down below in the comments.